series that a lot of you guys really enjoyed back in the day. It's back again finally with another run at it. Man, it's maybe been like 2 months. It's been like maybe like 2 months, a handful of weeks since the last time we actually did just a sports talking video. I know this channel was, I don't want to say made, but the vast majority of this content at one point in time was sports related videos, and I kind of haven't done too many of them recently. So I feel kind of bad. So tonight we're just talking sports, what's been going on in this summer of sports, and I'm super excited. So if you are also very much excited about that, make sure you do like the video, press the big thumbs up button down below. Let's see, I'll continue on with the Whispering Until You Fall Asleep series. If this video gets, let's say, 600 likes, if we can get this video to 600 thumbs ups, just takes 1 second to down below, I'll continue making them, and hopefully you guys will, have fun and relax, or whatever else you do when you watch my videos. And also make sure you guys comment down below any topics you guys want me to talk about, any sports, any specific games, or any specific topic. Maybe I can bring your name and pop you up in the next episode of one of these videos. That'd be a lot of fun too. So yeah, that'd be really nice. Now, we're at the part in the video where, what do we talk about? Well, there's also another reason why I haven't really talked too much sports, is because it is the summertime. And at least for me, the summertime is not really a time for a lot of sports watching. This year, the only thing that's really going on in this summer is, of course, the Summer Olympics. So we can talk the Olympics, of course. Baseball kind of runs summer, so we're definitely going to talk some baseball. I know the Premier League is starting up soon, so let's actually take a look at the Premier League and maybe the betting odds or the favorites, sort of the teams going into the new Premier League season. That could be a lot of fun. Probably gonna talk basketball, of course, why wouldn't we? I know the NFL season starts up in a handful of weeks. We have some things we can kind of get into, which I'm super excited about. So, I think the first thing that would be really nice to see is, of course, the Olympics. So let's actually take a look at the total Olympic medal counter, and let's see, well, how some other countries are doing this year in the Olympics. I guess we'll go from 10 to number 1. In the 10th spot, the 10th country that has the most medals in total for the Olympics is Germany, followed by Italy, the Netherlands. Isn't that kind of funny? Japan, South Korea, Great Britain, France, Australia is third. Second is China, and number 1, USA. Of course, who else would it be? USA does have the most total in, I almost said coins, oh my god, coins and medals at 103, followed by China with 73, 45, 54, 51, 28. You get the idea, but the ranking system isn't based off of the most, it's based off of how much they're worth, I guess. I'm assuming a gold medal is maybe worth like 3 points, silver's worth 2, bronze is worth 1. I'm just assuming, I have no idea how the point system works. But, of course, that's why Australia, with 18 gold medals, is ranked higher than a France team that has more medals, but only 14 gold medals. If that makes any sense, which is really cool. And then also, which I think is really dope about the Olympic website, is if you click on the country, you can actually see what medals they actually got those in. So, for the USA, they got a bronze medal in the 3-on-3 basketball tournament, which, I guess when we do start talking about basketball specifically, I would love to have a good little whisper ramble on the 3-on-3 tournament, because my god, you could have put the 15th man on every NBA roster on this squad of USA men's basketball 3-on-3 tournament team, and they would have crushed this. I don't know why more notable players didn't even give a shot at it, or even like big 3 players, retired players. Like, I don't know if you have to be like an active member of a sport to do it, like Carmelo Anthony and like 2 other randoms who could have had a run at it, you know what I mean? I think that could have been some other sort of, I guess, what would you call these? Events, that's what you would call them. They kind of stack them together though. So of course, like with the athletic category, that's like the men's track and field events and things like that, and women's track and field events. They have 9 in total of gold, 10 silvers, 8 bronze. Of course, maybe the most notable one is the 100 meter with Noah Lyles getting the gold there. Absolutely insane. That is like one of the top tier, like most recognizable gold medals in the Olympics you can get is the 100 meter dash. That's like Usain Bolt, like sort of like area of sporting, which is really dope. And we got gold, which is really cool. Noah Lyles, the guy who, champions of what to all the NBA players, which is really funny, or world champions of what I should say, got gold, which is dope. He did get 3rd in I think the 200 meter, which I do understand that, distance is a difference, and obviously people are sometimes faster in shorter sprints, which doesn't make a lot of sense. But apparently he also got diagnosed with a certain sickness that was going around a couple years ago. I'm only doing that because I don't really want to say, just in case my video gets, anyways. He was sick during his race, and it was actually confirmed, like he tested positive and all that stuff, which is crazy, but man, that does suck. But he still got a bronze in that race. We had Quincy Hall winning gold in the 400. In the 1500 meter, we had Cole Hockerwing. Really cool. Women's 200, we had Gabrielle Thomas winning. A lot of great athletes getting the gold for us in the athletic category. Boxing, they got bronze. They got gold in cycling road and cycling track. That's pretty cool. They got gold in fencing, which I actually did watch this fencing event. I watched the women's fencing team, which was sick. I think it was the Lee Kiefer one, if I'm not mistaken. That was really cool to watch. One in shooting, one in surfing. We had 8 gold medals in swimming and 2 in wrestling. And we are about to get another in basketball. Knock on wood. Let me think. As you guys are watching this video live, if you are watching it live tomorrow, as you guys are watching this video, will be the gold medal match. It's going to be on Saturday, August 10th. Will be the gold medal match between USA and France. That's going to be a crazy fun game to watch. Again, I'll be talking about them later on. And then you can look at the other ones for other people. China wins in artistic something. Oh, it's like the rings, the parallel bars. So it's like gymnastics. I'm assuming it's what that is. All this is on there is artistic ... So whatever that is. They also wanted some badminton stuff, which is pretty dope. Yeah, really cool that you can actually get into more specifics about what and where there is gold medals are going. I think it's really dope. So, I've been watching some of the I've been watching some of the Olympic events, and they have been really fun to watch. It's still kind of hard to keep up with the Olympics because the time difference is so different, When I wake up in the morning, the first thing on my mind isn't, oh boy, it's time to watch sports. It's, wow, this is early in the morning. So I don't really watch a lot of the events live. I kind of watch like the highlights, or if I'm on Twitter or X, whatever you call it. I also very much so just kind of watch it on there, if that makes any sense. But yeah, the Olympics have been a lot of fun to watch. Now, going into the Olympics, I think they end sometime relatively soon. I think they actually end in about a week or so, maybe even less than a week. I know some of the events go on for quite a long time, and I know some of these events started weeks and weeks and weeks ago, so man, the Summer Olympics goes on for a very long period of time, and I don't know when the closing or ending ceremony is. But that should be interesting, because obviously the Olympics started off very controversial. I did see the Celine Dion performance, and that was, she was amazing. That was an amazing performance by Celine Dion, but everything else was, I guess, full of controversy for whatever reason. So that was really interesting. I wonder how it's going to close. I wonder if it's going to be like that or not. But before it closes, of course, the men's team for basketball will be playing. And yes, I'm going to start talking about some basketball. For the men's Olympic squad, elimination. We are down to the final two teams like I just talked about, with USA going up against France in the gold medal match. And for the bronze, it's between Germany and Serbia. So that should be really cool to watch. One of my favorites is not even medaling this year, and that is Canada. Canada has got a really bad luck of the draw when it came to where they stacked up in the positioning, and they actually faced France in the first round of the knockout stages, which is so unlucky because besides the USA, France is like the next top dog, at least in my own opinion. And Canada had them in the first round. Super unlucky. Some other people got to face like Greece, or I think the USA faced, who was it? It was like Puerto Rico or Costa Rica, like some other country like that. Some teams got kind of lucky, and some teams did not get lucky at all, like Canada having to face France. They missed out. I actually guessed that they would have won at least a medal. They would have been a silver or bronze medal, so I thought they were so deep that they would have done at least one of the two. And they're not getting any. Shout out to Serbia with Nikola Jokic and that team. That team was way better than what I thought they were going to be. Of course, they do have arguably the best player on the planet Earth right now in Nikola Jokic, and they do have some NBA talent there, like Bogdanovic, and I think maybe a couple other NBA active players. And of course, we saw that with the most recent play of Team USA going up against Serbia, and one of the craziest games I've seen in a very long time, counting the NBA season. I think at one point in time, the biggest deficit the Team USA was on was around, I think it was 19, 18, almost a 20-point deficit, not lead. I know Team USA was leading and blowing out teams by 20 points the entire run of the Olympics. But now they were down by that much. I think even at halftime they were down by like 15, 14 points, and you could definitely tell the crowd was uneasy. Team USA was uneasy, and this Serbia team was feeling themselves. They definitely, in my opinion, lost the game before they could win the game. Does that make any sense? They lost the game before they could even win the game. If that game would have ended at halftime, it looked like the game ended at halftime. But the game doesn't end at halftime, the game ends when the game ends, and I think that's what Serbia kind of forgot, like, oh, we're poking this bear constantly and getting away with it, until they poked the bear too much and didn't get away with it. And of course, Team USA didn't like that. Team USA, this current Team USA, is full of some of the, I don't want to say cockiest players in the NBA, but when you have guys like Kevin Durant and Anthony Edwards, and even players that you may not think, but definitely are kind of loose up there, Steph Curry and LeBron James, those guys love to be great. And when you mock them for losing, those guys will do anything it takes to win. Kevin Durant showed that. Steph Curry showed that. Joel Embiid had a great fourth quarter, and LeBron James had a triple-double, led that squad as a team leader. That was insane. Shout out to the Serbia team. Really good effort, but oh my god. That, I think Team USA actually needed something like that in order for them to win their next game. Because obviously, of course, I will still be rooting for Team USA to win the gold, and I think they still will. But honestly, if they just would have had another 20-point blowout victory against Serbia, and had to go up against this French team with Victor Wembanyama and Rudy Gobert and Evan Fournier and Nick Batum and all these pretty solid to good, even great, you could argue, NBA players, that could have been this Serbia game. And of course, that team in France would not have backed down and not really have turned over like the Serbian team did, and they probably would have lost. So thank you, Serbia, for pretty much handing Team USA this gold medal, because wow, that game really helped out a lot. I'm going to be chewing a piece of gum now. Hopefully you guys don't mind that. I really try my best to do some triggers in this video, but I've actually got some comments of people who just like the pure whisper rambling of these videos, because it is technically a whisper ramble video. Some people like the idea of just it sticking to just being a whisper ramble, but it is what it is. Anyways, it was a great time. For the third place match, who do I think is going to win that one? That's actually a very interesting conversation between Germany and Serbia. I think Serbia has a great opportunity here to medal, and I'm pretty sure Mo Wagner is on that team, right? He might be with the starting center, maybe. Jokic is gonna eat. Jokic is gonna eat this game. I'm not sure if Germany has already played Serbia at some point in time in this Olympic run that they've been on, so maybe that could be kind of telling. But honestly, if Serbia can do what they did to Team USA, just lock down the prime guys like Franz Wagner, Dennis Schroeder, and kind of just have Jokic kind of wheel and deal out there, I think Serbia has a good chance of winning. But of course, Germany does have some good lineup of players. They could definitely win. They have Isaac Bogna. But I think I am gonna go Serbia. I think the star is gonna rise in this one like they did again in USA and in Serbia, and Jokic is gonna win them a medal. So, in my opinion, gold for USA, silver for France, and bronze for Serbia. Shout out to Nikola Jokic again. Really sad that USA played Brazil in the quarterfinals. My bad. To Costa Rica, Puerto Rico, whatever I said earlier. It was Brazil. Yeah, I'm still kind of upset that Canada is not going to be medaling, which is super duper interesting. Anything else I really want to talk about for Team USA? I think so far the MVP for the USA team, I'm not sure they actually do an MVP or like another award for like the best player of the Olympics. I don't really remember if they do that type of award, but I'm not glazing. I'm wearing a Lakers shirt. You guys know LeBron is one of my favorite players, if not my favorite player of all time. I think it's been LeBron. I think LeBron scoring in defense, passing ability, his leadership on the team. I think he's just really just carrying this group of great players and yeah, being the leader, which again you might be saying no duh, he's LeBron, he's the oldest guy. But this is LeBron James year 40 telling guys in their peak prime, and they're all sitting down I don't want to say children, but they are just tentatively listening to this man because he is arguably the GOAT, and he's still playing out of his mind. So in my opinion, I think LeBron James is still like the star of the team, not only because he is LeBron James, but even just showing and being arguably the best player out there. It's just has been insane to watch, in my opinion. I do also know that Kevin Durant passed. Who was it? Was it Reggie Miller's sister? It's not his mother. Reggie Miller's sister for being the most points scoring basketball player in the Olympics history. For the men's, it used to be Carmelo Anthony, and then it was now Kevin Durant, and then now Kevin Durant has the most points scored in a basketball Olympic team history for any nation. I think for any nation, which is really dope. Shout out to Kevin Durant. He also had a crazy great game on Thursday. Yeah. All right. Let's see, anything else we can really talk about for the Olympics? Not really. Okay, I think we're gonna transition into a new sport. The Olympics was kind of a tie-in with the basketball there, because honestly, there's nothing really to talk about for actual basketball, actual NBA. Nothing has really happened, really at all. I do know that recently they dropped the Christmas Day games. If you guys want to know the Christmas Day games for this current upcoming NBA season, the 2024-2025 NBA season. God, next year is going to be the year 2025. The year 2005 was 20 years ago. I'm getting Unk status, guys. I'm getting to Unk status. This is getting real scary. Anyways, the Christmas Day games for Christmas this upcoming year. We have the San Antonio Spurs taking on the New York Knicks. I will be taking the Knicks on that one. But the Spurs with Victor Wembanyama could be kind of spicy. We have the Minnesota Timberwolves taking on the Dallas Mavericks in a Western Conference Finals. Yes, Western Conference Finals rematch. It really depends on how teams are looking right there, but if I could say right now, fully healthy, man, Dallas looked really good against Minnesota. Now just adding Klay Thompson. Yeah, I think I'll take Dallas, especially because Dallas is also home. It's gonna be a home Dallas game, so maybe they get the edge there. Then we have the Philadelphia 76ers with a newly added Paul George taking on the defending NBA champion Boston Celtics. That, my friends, is game of the night. I'll wait and talk about that one. We have the Lakers at the Warriors. That's just a boring, disgusting game. Very two mid-level Western Conference teams, but it is, of course, LeBron James versus Steph Curry. Must-watch TV. I'm going to take the Warriors winning that one again, just giving the edge to the home team, and I think the Warriors are probably just a better set. Actually, are they a better set-up team? That's a close game, but I'll give it to the home team. Then we have the Denver Nuggets going up against the Phoenix Suns. I will be taking the Denver Nuggets to win this game. I think it's going to be a close one, too. I think it's a very interesting matchup, actually. But, yeah, 76ers versus the Celtics, easily the headliner game. Wow. We could be seeing a 7-game series out of that in this upcoming NBA playoffs. Wow. You have Maxey and Paul George up there with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. That's going to be really fun to watch. And, of course, if Joel Embiid is healthy, knock on wood, hopefully he is, that's going to be a really close matchup. It is at home for the Boston Celtics, and I think I'm going to give the edge to Boston. I also just think they're the best team in the NBA. And if you're asking me, guys, maybe I'll add this to the Whisper Ramble. Who do I think will be winning the NBA championship this year? Very early. I'll be doing an entire video talking about this when the season gets a little bit closer. But my God, I think the Boston Celtics are going to repeat. I think the Boston Celtics will win back-to-back NBA championships. But yeah, that's the Christmas Day schedule. I think it's actually really cool. They just really announced that kind of out of nowhere, to be honest. We also have Lauri Markkanen reported to have been re-signed to a contract, a max contract with the Utah Jazz. Now, of course, this can just be a contract that he's signing, and he can still be traded eventually. And even though he is on a very large contract, doesn't mean he's untradeable or not going to be traded. I think they're probably just going to sign him. And if he stays, that's great. Or if they trade him, that's great. But they definitely need to sign Lauri Markkanen, because if not, you don't want him just to leave for nothing. You don't want him to leave for free. So I think Utah just signs him, and I think he's going to still be on the market. But I don't think him just not leaving or not staying is really an option anymore. They have an article talking about the most likely NBA stars to leave their current team. And honestly, this looks like a pretty interesting list of guys, to be honest. And, well, actually, at number 8, they have, anyways, they're talking about key free agents. I'm reading this list wrong. Okay. Yeah, they have Jimmy Butler, Jamal Murray, Rudy Gobert, Julius Randle, Brandon Ingram, Miles Turner, Alex Russo. A lot of guys are available in the 2025 free agency market, which I know this year's free agency market was very lackluster. Of course, Paul George did move teams. DeMar DeRozan got moved. Mikal Bridges got traded. Did anything else happen? I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, no really big free agent moves. But I do think Jimmy Butler is one player to definitely watch this upcoming NBA offseason. I think he could definitely be moved on. I think Julius Randle might be a player that's either traded or moved off of, because that Knick team on that Knick run to the playoffs last year was really impressive. And that was all without Julius Randle, so they might trade him for something else. Anyways, let's see. some reason. There's this an article talking about the best NBA free agents. There's nothing out there. Again, NBA talk is really dull. There's an article talking about Zach LaVine. No offense to Zach LaVine, but who really cares? Zach LaVine could go to the Boston Celtics and no one would bat an eye at this point. I love Zach LaVine, but man, he is just so deteriorated as a player. It's kind of sad. If there is a team I would love to see Zach LaVine on, it would definitely be a team that needs a little bit more scoring output. Definitely a contending team like the LA Lakers. No, well, I mean, he would look good on the Lakers, but no. I don't know. That's a tough one. I guess you can let me know down in the comments what perfect position Zach LaVine would be in if he was on said NBA team. I would love to know that. Anything else we can talk about? I don't really think so. Let's see. We could talk a little bit about the NFL as well, but before that, let's talk real football with the Premier League. I think that could be a lot of fun first. I only brought the NFL because, well, yesterday, as you guys are watching this video, if you're watching this video live, today, if you guys are watching this video live today, sorry, my brain when I pre-film videos really sucks. Today should be some NFL preseason games. Atlanta at Miami, Houston, Pittsburgh, Philly, Baltimore, yada yada yada. Of course, preseason games are very dumb, boring, and stupid because none of the really good players actually play, but there are some going on. But anyways, we're gonna go to the Premier League actually now. So with the Premier League, I really want to take a look at the favorites to win it all. So let's actually see the league odds for the 2024-2025 English Premier League. Also, I am going to be turning on a fan right now. I really hope that sound is not unbearable. That's why I kind of waited in the video to do it, so if anyone is asleep, you can't blame me. You can't blame me. You're trying to sleep. If you're not trying to sleep, you can't blame me either. It's just way too damn hot in here. So far, currently, as the date of this video, of course, Man City is the #1 ranked team to win the Premier League with the betting odds of +100, which is actually kind of crazy. Now, I don't know if the transfer window kind of helped out Man City at all when it came to the Premier League, but of course, they're Man City. They're going to be ranked #1. They didn't win last year. God, who won the Premier League last year? I literally watched it, Jake, you literally watched it. You made a video talking about it. My brain is fried. It's way too hot in here. Anyways, Man City, #1. The second ranked team to win it all is actually Arsenal. Then you have Liverpool with a +900. It goes from +100, +185, and then a +900 gap between the 2-3 teams right there. Whoa, that's insane. Then you have a +1000 jump to Chelsea in 4th. Then you have Man United, Newcastle, Tottenham, Aston Villa. Boy, oh boy, that's pretty wild. Also, if you want a nice, good little bet, if you're a betting person, maybe you can bet $1 on this team, like Everton, Nottingham Forest, Southampton. They're +99,000. So just bet $1 on them, and if they win, they win. That'd be kind of crazy. These odds are of August 4th, 2024, so they're very new. And yeah, Man City is just, they're just really good. Now, how do I feel about the Premier League? I think it is going to be still very close. I do think Arsenal is going to make a good run at it. They had a pretty good season last year, and actually I kind of want to take a look at the Premier League standings last year. Standings 2023, 2024. Yeah, Man City was first with a total points of 91. Arsenal was second with 89, and then Liverpool was transfer window, or if any addings, any teams have been going on, and maybe sort of turns the tides for, I guess, how these outlooks look. But if you would have asked me, Jake Baller, the dude who barely watches any football, how would you feel about this team being first? It's obviously a Dota thing, which is really exciting. Anything else I'm excited to watch? I'm definitely excited to watch Kylian Mbappe going to Real Madrid. Yes, Real Madrid. That's going to be insane to see. Of course, Kylian Mbappe was on PSG for a long period of time. He was kind of on that sort of quick rise to PSG that also had a very quick fall. Didn't really turn out to be too much going on over there. A lot of players have been leaving out of PSG, and now he's over there with Real Madrid. I have a question. Don't be mad at me. Do all of these seasons, or whatever you call the start of the year of the Premier League, do all the seasons from like around the countries in the world, do they all start at the same time? So the Premier League starts at a certain time. Do like La Liga, do they also start at the same time? Do the Bundesliga also start at the same time? Definitely let me know down in the comments. I would definitely love to know, because I actually do not know at all, because if they do, definitely don't watch some of the matchups. Now I do want to see some of the matches and when they do start. Okay, so the match day 1 of 38 officially starts on August 16th. August 16th, so about a week or two away. Man City faces off against Fulham, or Fulham, however which one you would pronounce it. In my opinion, the first really good game, Chelsea does face Man City August 18th. That, at least for my time, starts at 8:30 in the morning. Will I be watching? Maybe the later end of the game if I can remember. But again, this is why, if you always ask, Jake Baller, why don't you know more? Jake Baller, why don't you follow more? Who's your favorite football club? Yada yada, yada yada yada. It's because games start at 8:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, 4:30 in the morning. That's why I don't. There are sometimes like afternoon games that start at, that the game time starts at noon, and sometimes I'll catch the later end of those games. But again, when I wake up in the morning and I'm doing stuff, the last thing on my mind is, oh yeah, there's a soccer game on right now. Anyways, I'm really excited to see. It'll be a lot of fun, and I've been playing a lot of EAFC recently, so your boy has been trying really hard to get back into the whole swing of things since watching the Copa Americas and the Euros, which were a lot of fun. Alrighty, so going on to football, the true football. We're gonna move on to American football now, which has been kind of interesting. I think I am gonna take a look a bit closer when the season gets a little bit closer. I think the first game starts. Ooh, sometime in September. I'm pretty sure, like the first or second week of September. The games start. I'll take a little bit more of a close look at it later on in the video, but it's close. But I will be making an entire video talking about the NFL, the breakdowns, the Super Bowl stuff, and as long as I get a little bit closer to the NFL season. But right now, currently, like a month before the season even starts, like a week into preseason, Kansas City is, of course, the favorites to win the Super Bowl at a plus 600 odds. San Francisco, though, is right behind them at a plus 650. In my opinion, yes, this season, kind of just like last year, is pretty wide open, and I can see a lot of teams winning. If you're asking me just off the top of my head, Jake Waller, who are your favorites? Kansas City. If Kansas City wins a three-peat, that is going to absolutely blow people's minds. That's going to be crazy to watch. I think 49ers would also be my other team I would probably say would be favorites to win the Super Bowl. After that, I think it's a toss-up between like 2 or 3 teams. I think Detroit, a fully healthy Baltimore team, and I know I'm kind of cheating, but then you can kind of throw in like a Cincinnati, Philly, Bills there as well. I think those teams have kind of Kansas City 49ers, like a Detroit, Baltimore, and then you throw in like a Bengals, Eagles, blah blah. I think that definitely does make a lot of sense for all those. Which actually kind of surprising here is Green Bay is pretty high up there in the favorites with a plus 1900, ranked above teams like Dallas, New Jersey, and Miami. Green Bay with the young boy Jordan Love. They got a lot of faith in that guy for sure, for sure. My favorite NFL team, well, one of them, are the LA Rams, plus 3,000. Yikes, and probably my more favorite NFL team, the Chargers, plus 4,500. Also yikes. Let's see if any of the bottom of the barrel guys kind of surprised me. No, I think honestly this is a really good ranking of teams, to be completely honest. Yeah, Kansas City, San Francisco, Baltimore, Detroit, Cincinnati. But Cincinnati is tied with the Eagles and only a couple hundred score or points, whatever you want to call it, off of other teams as well. So yeah, that's a pretty solid little grouping of people. I would definitely love to go to an NFL game live this year. I did not go to one last year. I went to one the year prior, and that was a lot of fun. I actually made an entire video talking about, well, not even just talking, I made an entire video of me going to the game, and I made it into an ASMR video. It's literally just ASMR inside an NFL stadium, NFL game. I don't remember the title of it, but it's one of my favorite videos I've ever made. Is it bad? Kind of. I forgot my microphone on my trip, so I filmed it on it was like very lo-fi, if you like lo-fi ASMR. I made an entire video of me going and seeing at the sights of SoFi Stadium, which is like one of the greatest stadiums, in my opinion, probably in the entire world. It was insane. One of the best, if not the best, stadium experience I've ever been a part of. But I definitely would love to go to another one as well. Maybe just like a Seattle Seahawks game, because they are my local NFL team, as you can see from the banner behind me. They're kind of my local team. It takes a couple hours to get up there, but that could be a lot of fun, a Seahawks game. Speaking also on that, I almost don't even want to say I would like to go. I am definitely at some point in time this year going to a LA Clipper. I think it's called the Intuit Arena. I will be going to a LA Clipper home basketball game at the Intuit Arena Center Stadium, whatever they call it. That place looks wild. I will take a look at the Clipper fan wall. I want to take a look at the outdoor basketball courts. I want to take a look at the in-seated charging stations that they have at all their seats. Every single seat there has a charger, like the 360 crazy looking screen up top. Like, I'm gonna take a look at everything, and I'm super duper excited. I think it's gonna be super sick, and I would love to do a video of me going and showing you guys if I do ever go and do it. I really don't like the idea of like traveling for content. Geez, the last time I traveled for like video content was back in November, early December, when I went to New York City, and I made a bunch of videos, I made a bunch of content, I met a lot of you guys out there. It was like one of the more, again, I don't want to use this word, but work-related kind of trips, because I was constantly filming, and all the videos I made out there just did terribly bad. So I don't think I'll be making going on a trip specifically to make videos, but I do want to go to LA again. I do want to go to California again to hang out with my family, because if you guys don't know, I am originally from Southern California, so if I do that, I would love to see a LA Clipper basketball game in their new arena, which it's the newest arena. Why wouldn't I love to go? So anyways, that was an entire tangent I did not plan on having, but we are having it. Let's see. Actually, speaking of the NFL season, did they announce the NFL Thanksgiving Day games? Did they announce that since the NBA did theirs? Well, they have the 2024 Thanksgiving Day games, which I this year's. Right, this article came out in May 16th of 2024. So surely that would be like this upcoming Thanksgiving Day games, right? Yes, I think so. Unless I'm stupid, then I'm just being stupid. What's new? We have the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. That's the first game on of the day. Ooh, Bears versus Lions. Classic rivalry. The Bears are definitely a very interesting team this year. I could see the Bears being a team that goes like, they win like 6 or 7 games and they're just like almost in that playoff spot. Or they're a team that's like looking really good or like are battling with the other teams for like playoff control. Like they're a team that's spicy enough to where if they are doing really well, it wouldn't surprise me. But they're also a team that could just be kind of struggling and kind of mid. Anyways, Detroit though is looking really good. They didn't really do anything that really wowed me during the off season, and if they did, you can definitely let me know down in the comments of what they did and how they improved so much. I would love to know. I'm obviously not in the know, but I'm taking Detroit to win that game. You have the Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys, mid versus mid. I will be taking the Dallas Cowboys because they are America's team, and it is Thanksgiving, so I'm taking the Cowboys. Then you also have the Dolphins taking on the Green Bay Packers. That is the night game of that. Wow, that's the only games on. Interesting. Dolphins and Green Bay. That's going to be a really good game, though. Ooh. It is at Green Bay. Man, the temperature is looking right. I think I'm going to be taking the Green Bay Packers to win that game. So it's a cold Thanksgiving Day game. And those Miami Dolphins may not be kind of ready for that. I'm going to be taking Green Bay to win that one. We have the Raiders taking on the Kansas City Chiefs, and that could definitely be a lot of fun. That is actually going to be on Black Friday. Thanksgiving weekend will also feature a Black Friday game this year. Raiders versus Kansas City. Whoa. Is that a normal thing? I have no idea. Well, the Raiders suck. So I'm going to be taking Kansas City to win that game. It's also at Kansas City, but that's really cool. Another sort of stadium on my stadium bucket list, going along with the Intuit Arena in LA. I really want to see a football game at the Raiders Stadium, the Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. You guys know over the past couple years I've kind of been on a Las Vegas craze. I've actually been really enjoying my trips out there to Las Vegas. I've been out there like 2 or 3 times already, and they've been a lot of fun. And I would love to, maybe one of these days, if I'm down there, go see a football game. I just know they're so expensive. So maybe that can be like a very cheap vacation, and I just kind of go out there and do something like that. But that would be really cool. If you guys are someone who goes and travels to other stadiums, or even just your local sporting stadium, let me know what you think about it. Like for me, the Moda Center sucks. It's terrible. Like the outside of it sucks. The inside of it's old. It's just like a concrete. Bleh. That place needs a renovation. The outside needs a renovation. The team needs a renovation. But yeah, let me know your local arena and kind of how you would rate it yourself. Anyways, yeah, NFL season. I'm excited about it. I will be watching when the season starts, which I did say I was going to take a look at. Let's see when the NFL season actually starts here. The regular season starts, well, for this team, it starts September 8th. It's a Sunday, so I'm assuming it's going to be the first Sunday. Probably not the first Sunday of the month, right? Oh, it is the first Sunday of the month, September 8th, so it is the weekend after Labor Day. Now, I don't know if there's going to be a pre-game, like a game on that Labor Day, sort of pre-weekend, like the 1st or 2nd of September. There could be, like a primetime game, but most likely just that entire week will be the start of the NFL, which is just like 2 weeks away, 2.5 weeks away. That's super duper exciting. So yeah, NFL. I'm ready to get back in there, play some Madden, talk football, all that fun stuff. One thing we should probably also do, even though it is probably the only sport that's kind of going on right now for the American area of expertise. I think the MLS season is still going on, right? The soccer, I think it's still going on right now. Anyways, baseball. The things. I have not been watching a lot of baseball. You guys should know this by now. I'm just really not that into baseball. Every time I talk about baseball, I always say I love going to baseball games. Going to a baseball game live, getting some goodies, some snacks, a nice drink, and sitting out kind of in the sun, but not too much in the sun, on a nice 70-degree day. It's probably my favorite sporting event to go to. Watching baseball on TV, I'd rather take a nap, to be honest, than do that. But taking a look at the standings, the American League West, we have the Orioles in first place with 68 wins and 48 losses. In last place, we have the Blue Jays over there in the American League West. What's funny though is that the Yankees are second with 68 wins and also 48 losses. I'm assuming the Orioles have the season series on them, so that's why they are ranked above them. Orioles 1, Yankees 2, tied record. In the American League Central Division, we have the Guardians with a record of 67 and 47, and the White Sox in dead last there. The Twins could catch up though, only 3.5 games back. In the American League West, we have the Astros with 59 wins. The Mariners are second with 60 wins. Interesting. They do have one more loss than the Astros, so maybe they're I guess using the loss to column as sort of like where they rank the teams. I'm assuming that, I'm actually pretty sure that's how all sports are. The loss column is kind of where things are ranked. But that's why they're ranked below them. The Athletics are in last place with my Angels. My favorite baseball team, the Angels, not in last. The National League East, we have the Philadelphia Phillies with 69 wins. Wow. With the Marlins in dead last there. We have the National League Central Division with the Brewers with 65 wins. Reds last there. And the National League West, we have the Dodgers in first, the Padres, who are my second favorite baseball team, in second place, and the Rockies last there. So it doesn't look like a lot of motion has been happening to sort of the top baseball teams out there, unless you haven't been watching baseball for a little bit of time. Yes, like the Orioles are like a good team now. Maybe that's surprising to some of you. Even looking at the standings, though, we have the Guardians, the Orioles, the Astros, and the Yankees are the top 4 teams, which is really cool. Now for the wild card spots, though, the Royals in 6 actually hold the wild card spot right now. So, well, I guess we'll see if they make it into the wild card. Then for the National League, we have the Philadelphia Phillies, the Dodgers, the Brewers, and then 4th place we have the Padres there. But in 6th place are the Mets, who actually, I think it looks like, I guess according to the standings, have the wild card spot. So, I guess we can see if they make it there. The worst record team are the Chicago White Sox, with a record of 28 wins and 89 losses. Now, I don't know what is the worst record a baseball team has had in like the modern era, but that's pretty damn bad. 28 wins, already almost 100 losses. That is bad. There was there a TikTok or something that I saw recently of people ranking the worst franchises currently in all of sports, and I think at number 1 or number 2 were the Chicago White Sox when it came to like talent and personnel and ownership and blah 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 blah. The White Sox were, I think, ranked 1 or number 2, which, wow, it's actually looking kind of bad out there in Chicago. You know, for a team, honestly, I love Chicago, really rich in sports. I don't think they're a city that needs 2 baseball teams, just in my opinion. Now, of course, I don't know if a team is ready to move out somewhere, aka Portland, Oregon, but if there was a team that could be moved with a city that has 2 baseball teams, wouldn't Chicago be like one of the number 1 spots for a team to move out somewhere else? Now, of course, the Oakland A's are most likely already like 100% moving to Las Vegas. Wouldn't surprise me if another team somewhere else made the jump. That'd be kind of cool to see. Even though I'm sure a lot of White Sox fans would hate that, but, you know, no offense, I don't think Chicago really needs two baseball teams. That really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Then again, a lot of teams and places out there don't really need two sports teams in them anyways, but you get the idea. Yeah, baseball is going pretty strong. Do I have a favorite to win the World Series? Absolutely not. I'm not too locked in. I don't even know. I think the Braves won it last year. Did the Braves win the World Series last year? I think. God, I don't even remember. If I had to pick a favorite right now, wow, the Phillies look really good. They are the #1 team in the entire league. I guess, of course, you have to put the Phillies up there. I will always root for the Dodgers because they are the Dodgers. They got the money and the talent to do so, so you never can really count them out. I'm going to pick, like, a sneaky team. Honestly, I'm going to pick the Brewers, even though they're not really a sneaky team. I think the Brewers are a team that could really get in there. I don't really think the Astros really have that oomph to them really much anymore. So, yeah. I guess those are my picks. Anything else I can really quickly talk about? We talked the Olympics, basketball, baseball, football. Now we're getting to the back of the video where like, oh god, Jake, what is there even to talk about? Oh, some of you guys do like it when I do talk a little bit of Formula 1 racing. Trust me, I don't know too much about it, but I do like to sort of touch upon it for some of you who really like that. The next upcoming race that they have going on is the Dutch Grand Prix, which, if you could probably guess, is in the Netherlands. The Dutch Grand Prix will be taking place on August 25th on Sunday. That's kind of dope. Right now, the current standings are, of course, Max Verstappen in first place with 277 points. The second place driver, Lando Norris. My god, that's an aura of a name, with 199. When it comes to teams, Red Bull is currently in first with 408 points, and actually McLaren is coming up in second place with 366. Then you have Ferrari right behind them with 345. It's actually getting kind of close. If some of those McLaren drivers can start making up some time here, they are going to be looking pretty good, not going to lie. And then Alfa Romeo is in last with 0 points, which is honestly kind of hilarious, not going to lie. Sorry again if my hair looks really bad. I'm just dying of sweat. My fan just died. The video's almost done though, so I'm going to keep going on there. But yeah, F1 looks pretty dope. It's looking really good. And then after the Netherlands, they'll be traveling to Italy for the Italian Grand Prix, which that just sounds epic. That sounds awesome. They go to Italy, then they go to Baku City. That's pretty dope. They have a Singapore stop as well. They have the United States one where they go to Austin, Texas. That is just super random. Oh, actually, they almost raced there on my birthday, which is really cool. They have a Mexico one where they go to Mexico City. There's now a bunch of different stops out there. They have Brazil. I think I actually took a look at their last race somewhere. Don't remember the last one. Oh, the last race is in Dubai. I actually knew that. We talked about that before. It's all the way in December, which will be their last race in Dubai, which, why would you have a race not in Dubai? That makes a lot of sense, to be completely honest. Anything else? Maybe some UFC. I'm not really too sure what's going on. For the UFC fights, if there are any fights really going on relatively soon. Oh, we do have a fight actually going on tomorrow. If you guys are watching this video live on Saturday, there will be some fights going on there. But the next sort of event is UFC 305 with Israel is going to be fighting, which, man, that guy is super fun to watch. That is going to be for the middleweight championship. Right now, Dricus, I think is how you pronounce his first name. Super sorry. Has the title right now, which is really dope. Yeah, Israel is a really dope fighter, in my opinion. I don't really know too much about him, but he is like one of those like kind of cocky, self-centered fighters. He has a lot of personality. Loves anime. Loves bringing anime to sort of like the fight scene. It's kind of cool, but He's right now currently 24-3. The champ right now is 21-2. That should be extremely fun to watch. Any other fighters that's really going on there? Not really. That's going to be on Saturday, August 17th, coming up here. What is that? Next weekend? Maybe the weekend after that. Coming up pretty soon. So if you're a big time UFC fan, that's what's going on over there. Yeah. Anything else with the UFC? I don't really think so. UFC 306. Oh, UFC 306. Actually, we have Sean O'Malley fighting. That should be actually really fun to watch. That's going to be September 14th. Right now, he's currently the bantamweight champion, and of course, Sean O'Malley is like the new age Conor McGregor. People talk about him like that, but man, his fighting style is really fun to watch. Yeah. I kind of want to watch these fights. Maybe I will. It's a good idea. Anyways, I think that's enough whisper rambling about sports for one video. If I missed a sport or something super major that I'm totally just whiffing on, you can definitely let me know down in the comments. I can talk about it in my next upcoming video. Maybe if you wanted to talk some golf, or I know the college football scene is going to start soon, which, yes, I do know that college football is out right now. No, I don't really care about the video game. You guys know, like, college football is probably the #1 major sport in America that I genuinely will not watch and I don't really care too much about. Love me some regular football, but college football just really doesn't do it for me, and I will probably never get really into it at all. So that's why I'm not going to spend like $80, $90 on a video game. I'm only going to play like 2 or 3 times. Anyways, thank you so much for watching tonight's video. I love ya. Love ya. Sorry if you know that car in the background, but I thought this was a really fun video. Make sure, of course, you do like the video if you do like the video, and comment down below any other supporting events, references, things, topics, or even just hot takes, which I will be doing a video on really soon, asking you guys for hot takes, and let me know them in the comments, and I'll talk about them in the next upcoming one. If, again, this video gets, how much did I say? 500 likes, 600 likes. Anyways, just press the like button. We'll do another one of these sometime soon. And yeah, I love ya. Love ya. And I hope to see you again in another ASMR video.